Alright, hey guys. So, platform-specific games are in Cubecraft. Now, I don't mean fully Cubecraft, it's not server-wide yet. Just in this knockback testing Skywars, they have platform-specific games. So if you don't know what platform-specific games are, it's when, if I go into a game, being on PC, I'll get into a game with other PC players. And if someone's on their like iPhone 3S and they get into a game, they'll be with someone else who is also on an iPhone 3S. You know, not necessarily an iPhone 3S, but you know, mobiles with mobile, consoles with console, PCs with PC. So very cool concept. I'll just kind of be talking about my thoughts on it and kind of how it's going to be implemented because I've read a lot of the forums and stuff. And also, 60% of my viewers aren't subscribed. You know, I kind of have to say this, otherwise I don't get subscribers. So what's up? Subscribe. So normally I don't really show the queuing times, but I am going to be showing them here because, you know, I want you to see that it might take a little bit longer, and it probably will, but this time we were 12 out of 12, so obviously it didn't take any longer. And I'm not that good at this game. I'm not that good at Skywars, so I'll be dying a lot. Just ignore all the dying, you know, and then you can pretend I'm good at the game. But this is supposed to be a lobby full of PC players, if I'm not mistaken. And I have played this a little bit. To be honest, I did not know there were PC players that were this bad. In my head, I had it so that, like, if you're playing on PC, like, you're probably just like a mega sweat, because like, who would play on Bedrock on PC if you could just play Java, you know? But apparently people do that, so that's a cool thing. I want to kill this guy because you don't have a chest plate. What? Okay, yeah. So people are pretty dumb, apparently. And my theory is that it's mostly like people who don't know which Bedrock to buy on PC, but or which Minecraft edition to buy on PC, so they buy this instead of Java. But moving on to actually talk about the platform-based matchmaking or whatever. So how that works is it'll queue you into a game and try to only queue like people in that are on your same platform. And at some point, okay, oh, there's a block. Okay, at some point, they kind of like remove it. If it's taking way too long to queue into a game, they will just say no smile, and then it won't. It'll stop queuing you into a game, or it'll just put you into a game with other platforms or whatever. But that usually takes a while, and only if there aren't other players. And then, oh, okay, a lot of people say like a big complaint that they have is like, but then I'm on like console or whatever. Oh, come on. I'm just getting absolutely railed. Yeah, okay. Yet again, showing the queuing times here. But yeah, I'm on console or I'm on mobile and I want a challenge. So what do I do? Well, what you can do is apparently there's going to be a setting so that you can change it. If you're on mobile and you want to play with console and PC, you can play with console and PC. If you're on console and you want to play with PC, you can play with PC. So if you're on PC, you cannot play with mobile or console. They don't have a setting to go down. Only if you want to be, only if you want to play with a harder difficulty, you can do that. So honestly, that's pretty nice. I think it's good that they're allowing people to be more difficult or have more difficult people to fight or whatever. And also good that they aren't saying like, hey, is this guy hacking or did he just have jump boost somehow? I don't know, but he's dead now. Yeah, there's that, but I think it's also good. A lot of people want to be able to turn it off, and I think they probably have their reasonings, but really it's just because they want to fight easier players. They might not say that, but that is what they want, pretty much. So I think it's good that they're not giving that as an option, even though it is what a decent amount of people want. I think it's who would do it outside of PC players, you know? What's the point of mobile players going to fight everyone, especially when they can just already decide that they want to be in PC or console games, you know? There's no reason to do it outside of just to fight easier players, pretty much. Now, another big like thing that I hear about this, especially when I'm talking about it, is like stream snipe games. That's like one of the first things I thought of. But really, like stream snipe games, I don't know. I mean, that is a problem, but I think, oh, wow. I'm just getting railed. Okay. People are like, oh, I won't be able to play the stream snipe games. And if you don't know, I stream. And then, yeah, I mean, you can subscribe if you wanna watch one of those streams. But I do this thing where I sit at a portal, I count down 3, 2, 1, and then I go into a game. And other people try to get into the game with me so that they can, like, you know, fight me. Because that's pretty cool. You gotta fight the streamer. But a lot of people are like, that won't work anymore. And maybe that's true. But with the being able to play with other people who are on that platform, I mean, you or like with being able to move up on difficulty, if you're not on PC, you can still get into my games or whatever. And I would think if we're not getting into games with mobile players, then it's just going to be easier, yeah? Because mobile players is probably a large part of the player base, just because a lot of people have phones, but not as many people have a PC that they're playing Bedrock Edition on. So I feel like it'd just be easier to get into games, you know? But even there, I still do see the problem, and I think a good solution to this, at least from my point of view, would be if they added custom games. Like if you could just go into a game and it'd be only your friends or whatever, something like that. I think that would be a very good like match with this if they had custom games and they added the platform-based matchmaking, because I do think platform-based matchmaking is just a good idea. Because like, I mean, oh come on. Like getting into mobile games, like not to say it's not really fun necessarily, but it's just broken. Like you're not supposed to be able to kill, like they're on a touch screen. I'm not talking about like people who just have like everything, you know. They have like I don't know, can you have a keyboard plugged into your phone? Maybe, I don't know. But if you're on touch screen, you're just trying to have a good time. Like you're not going to be as good as someone with a PC, just like they have way too many inputs and all that. Not to say you can't be good on mobile, but there's like, it's a lot harder to be good than it is on keyboard and mouse. Like keyboard and mouse, it's just kind of, you gotta aim, but aiming is a lot easier than like, I don't know, touch screen and all that. So yeah, it's not really, it wouldn't be fair if they had to go up against you know, just that's the thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone agrees there. It's harder to play on mobile than it is to play on just PC. And now other thing people say is that they want to like play with their friends and stuff. And yeah, you can do that. You can still party with people who are on different platforms. You can still play with them. But like if you're in a party, like let's say party of like this is an example they used on the forums, and it's like 3 mobile players and 1 PC player, then they're gonna put you in a mobile game because you have 3 mobile players. And then back to stream snipe games for just a second. On the forums, they did say like that's not their main priority. You know, they're like, how many people are actually playing stream snipe games? There's like a couple streamers and then people playing them. There's not that many people when you think about it, really. Like there are some, but it's like it doesn't compare to the actual amount of people that are playing on the server and are gonna like benefit from having that I don't know, that platform-based matchmaking. There's so many more people that will benefit than stream sniping games, and they want streamers to be able to get into fair games where I can just go into a game and then play with people, you know, instead of going into a game and then playing against like only leaderboard players. They want that to be a thing. No. What? Okay, that actually works somehow. Nice. I did not think that would work. And they did say it's only going to be in game modes with a decent amount of players. It's not going to be in every game. I think on the forums they said it's just Skywars, Lucky Islands, and my guy. Okay, well, Skywars, Lucky Islands, and eggwars. Oh, so that's good because, you know, you don't want, I don't know, you don't want games to just not fill up because, oh wait, I need that, because there's just not people playing them. So that's pretty cool. I think overall it's a good thing, especially like, I don't know, for the server, because I don't know, that's just a complaint I guess like mobile players would have, especially with the new KB, because whenever you're using the new KB, it's just like, you know, people say like PC players have a way like a huge advantage over mobile players or whatever, but if you're not in the same game as a PC player, then you're fine. It's just you're not gonna have those same problems. I think it just fixes a lot of the problems people complain about, because yeah, that's what happens when you have a server going across multiple platforms. It's hard to find a balance where everything is fair, because there's like so many things going on. What do you like prioritize? Because you can't get it completely fair between all platforms. I just don't think like that's not a reasonable expectation. You can try to get close, but you're never gonna get fully perfect. That's just not a thing that's gonna happen. Also, I don't know who to fight here. There's a lot of people. I'm just gonna run. Goodbye. Hello. I don't feel. Killed that one somehow. All right. Hello. Gonna be. Have I even won a game so far? I don't know if I've won a single game this video. I just want to win one. Maybe it's because there's PC players, but honestly, I just keep like putting myself in situations where I get knocked off the edge. So I think it's my fault more than anyone else's. Please don't knock me off here. I would cry. Literally cry. Okay. There's the last guy. This is gonna be the first one I win because I am not commentating. My excuse is that I can't commentate and play. We're fine. We're fine. Hello. Steak. Actually, I would die if I did that. Never mind. I'm still gonna lose this game because I was using steak. Never mind. Oh, that was way too close for comfort. So yeah, I think I've covered most of the things. I'm gonna do a final game where I do a little bit of like, I don't know, my overall thoughts on it so far. And I think the main thing I've noticed is that it has not gotten significantly harder. It might be a little bit harder, but it's not significantly harder. So that's cool. I do say that when I've like won almost no games, but I lose games anyway. So there's that, and it could be because I don't know. Maybe Windows 10 players are worse than I thought. I thought they would only be like people who are already established in the community, and then they move to Windows 10. But maybe it's not. Maybe people just buy Windows 10. I don't know. I thought if you had PC, you played Java. That was just kind of what I thought. But it looks like not, because I found a decent amount of clueless people. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But I think the theory or the concept in itself is absolutely great. Platform-based matchmaking is just the best thing, you know. Goodbye. Because, you know, mobile players, they need to have a fair chance and all that. And I think the greatest feature about how they're implementing it is that you can not turn it off, but if you're on a lower platform, you can go up to a higher platform. So if you're on, like I said earlier, if you're on mobile and you want a harder challenge, you can go up so that you're facing PC players, but you can't go back down. Like, that's so smart. I would not have thought about that. Because I was thinking like, oh, I don't know how you would make it, like if I want to get into a game with like PC players, how would you do that? But that you can just change your skill level, like if you want to go against other things, like that's very good and a good way of solving that. And then also they did say that it would probably be input device based, not necessarily like you're mobile, so you're putting into a game with mobile players. Like, you're not gonna get put into a game with mobile controller players. They're gonna check, oh, the input from this device is a controller, so controller players get in this game. And they said that's what they're doing. It might not be fully implemented yet. I think they said yeah, they said I don't know, it might be not implemented yet, but it probably will be. So that's very cool. I like that a lot. And then obviously, or not obviously, but I guess the system where you can scale up your difficulty if you're on mobile, that's not implemented yet. So just so you know, if you are playing on mobile, that's not implemented yet, but that probably will be. And this is still in beta, so I don't know. All the things I'm saying are not probably 100% confirmed, but this is what they've been saying so far. This is all the knowledge I have. I've read on the forums and pretty much just on the forums and like my own opinions. But yeah, queue times don't seem to be that much longer either, which is a very good thing, because that's probably the biggest problem with this system, is that queue times would be longer, but they're not. I haven't seen them be significantly longer. Nothing that I like realize like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. No, it still feels very short. And they did say, I think I said this, or I mentioned it earlier, but they did say that if games were taking too long to fill up, then they would just start queuing in people from all platforms or whatever. So there's that. I think the system's just good. I think the main complaint I will hear is just, or the main complaint like anyone will hear is just versions of, oh, but I want to go against mobile players. You know, I think it's just that the games will be too hard. No, you just want to go against mobile players so that it'll be easy. And like, I guess that's fair. I mean, not really, but I don't know. If you do have any like opinions, leave them in the comments below. Okay. Dang it. Well, yeah, leave them in the comments if you do have opinions, and don't just say I don't like it. Put a reason. Saying I just don't like it is the worst thing ever. Come on, I'm so bad with a bow. I'm so mad. I could have killed that guy there. Okay, well, yeah. Leave a reason too. Don't just be it's dumb. And then if you do have like strong opinions on it, you can go to the forums. Leave a post there if you want. It'll be in the description probably. So go check that out because that's where you can actually leave an opinion instead of in a comment section of a YouTuber who probably like none of the Cube staff will see this. So anything you say here does not matter. Oh, they're up there, aren't they? It only is going to matter if you probably put it on the forums. And you might, I don't know, get into some good discussions there. That'd be interesting instead of just, I don't know, just being mad in the comment section. It's whatever. If you do like it as well, you can put why as well. I think most people will like this change. Hopefully. Because it's a good change. Especially mobile players. It's good for mobile players. But I can't catch this guy. I need to just start taking title lines. I know where he's gonna go. Hey, I finally hit him once. Also, it resets you. Why are you hitting me? It resets you whenever you hit someone. Like, it resets your sprint. Not happening, my guy. Nope. Finally! That took way too long. Alright, well now I just gotta kill this bow spamming guy. Which, honestly, I could probably lose to. Need gap first. Yes, I agree. We should gap. And yes, fight me with the wood block. Good idea. Alright, like, honestly, I could, like, this is the thing I'm talking about. It's like skill-based matchmaking, but this guy, They did seem a decent amount better. I think PC players can be worse. This is just a general statement, but I think PC players can be worse than mobile players because you have just have to touch a screen on your phone, but you have to actually like aim, and you can be very bad at aiming. And I think worse than not knowing where to touch. There's a person, you touch them, seems pretty obvious. I think it can be worse on PC. That's just an opinion that barely matters for this. But yeah, I don't know. As I already said, leave your opinions in the description or whatever description. Yeah, the comments. Like, subscribe. Bye.
The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, or where it isn't from where it is, it obtains a difference or deviation.